are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we wrap up Week 3 with a good Monday nighter here between the London Black Knights and our home team. Weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Okay, break! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! Ready!
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's got Rome! And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there on the first play of the game. 57 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Here we go.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On second down, it's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Ready?
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
50 Bobcat!
They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 12 yards there and a first down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to pull one over his head as this game progresses.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Kind of was a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, it looked like the offensive line leveled down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss.
Kill. Here we go 46. Here we go 47.
Prescott to throw on 4th. He finds his man, complete. It's Curtis. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Okay, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big run there by Jones. 69 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Black Knights 3, Crusaders nothing.
Try to get in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Catch match.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Jones. Touchdown. Able to punch it in on third down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down and goes backwards. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Play action now, Prescott. Dump it underneath to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Right back to Spiller on 2nd down. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Underneath to Spiller. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give running right is Spiller. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
We're going to 54 right here. We're going to 53. Everybody kill. Sweat today.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play. The exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there is the right call.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. Now a first down carry by Jones. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's giving his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. Down to about the 22 here. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Prescott. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Under.
That's good.
Good.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Hey, kill.
On play action, Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Go, get out there.
To throw is Prescott. His throw incomplete.
I like like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Prescott. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Gregory Rousseau drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up fourth down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up.
Hey, kill! Under. Here we go, 47. Gun. Go. Get out there.
Fourth down, Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. And even 150 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Second down, another shot for Jones. Room here to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. That poor defensive line, they've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed him down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, here's Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal. And remember, he had one blocked earlier. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration. So they're able to pick up 3.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Prescott off play action. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off play fake. Prescott. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, two-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that will agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
On the set.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Cap alert.
They'll go again to Jones. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is to stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up with what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously is struggling, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping it alive.
In motion goes the tight end.
47.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down now just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Prescott now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Crusaders are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as he'll try to get it to a 1-score game with a 2-point conversion. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. It's complete, and they will get back to it in 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the 4th. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Here's Jones on 2nd down. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with a minute 56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Let's go now.
5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they see that really young, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Here we go. Take this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. But he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They'll set up a throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened here in the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors.